And this is what Notebook LM looks like. As you see, I logged in with my with my Gmail account, right? You cannot use this tool without your Gmail account, but I believe everybody has them right now. And so right here, you see recent notebooks. These are notebooks that I have created myself, right, while I was preparing for lessons, and also some featured notebooks. So I believe these are some kind of samples from Notebook LM. And if you want to do something, generate something with Notebook LM, you first of all need to click create a new one. And here you can upload any material you want to use. You can upload a file from your laptop. You can just paste the link maybe to the website or YouTube video or YouTube link. You can also upload your file from Google Drive. Yeah, so as you see, like I already, yeah, so there is integration with Google Drive, so I can upload any of my material and generate something based on them. And yeah, and besides, you can just upload some copied text, right? And for example, let's imagine that we want to generate a lesson based on my textbook, okay? So what I need to do, I need to add sources, yeah? So I just click here, add sources, and then I want to, if I'm not mistaken, I have this textbook on my Google Drive, so I go to my Google Drive, and for example, yeah. And I want to find a textbook. Yeah, for example, outcomes textbook for intermediate students. Yeah. So I upload it right here. And now I can use some other tools to generate activities based on this textbook. Okay, it is uploading right now. While it is uploading, let's look at other features. So this is a space where you can upload your sources. This is a chat, and you can ask a question or you can generate something based on the sources you uploaded. If you have uploaded multiple sources, I recommend that you write what page or source exactly you want a Notebook LM to use for the answer, right? Because usually it, let's say, uses information from all the resources while giving you the answer. Yeah, it has already generated a summary of my textbook. Yeah, even though I didn't want it, but it just does it automatically. Yeah. And for example, now I can ask some information based on the textbook. For example, yeah, it already gives me some options. Okay, what are some common workplace rules and their impacts? This question is suggested because there is a topic like that on outcomes, and let's see what answer it will come up with. Yeah, it is scanning my resources. So it does not generate its own answer or it does not browse the internet. It's only scanning the resource that I uploaded. Okay, so while it is analyzing and scanning, let's take a look at some other functions it has. For example, this is an audio overview function. And I can generate a podcast based on this very textbook I've just uploaded, or based on any other textbook or unit PDF, or any other material I uploaded. There are different formats like deep dive, brief, critique, debate. I can also choose length. Here I can choose a language. Well, I have English automatically because I prepare lessons in English. And here I should notice what AI host focus. I should mention what AI hosts must focus on in this episode. Yeah. And as well, here I should mention the page. If I uploaded a very long resource, for example, a textbook, which consists of 200 pages, right? I should mention what actually page they must discuss, right? Then I click generate and it starts generating. Video overview is another wonderful function introduced by Notebook LM. And there are two kinds of format, explainer and a brief. Again, you choose language. It works with, yeah, well, many languages, right? You can also choose a visual style. So don't expect this video like to be, a professionally filmed video, okay? Of course it's not. It's gonna be something like a podcast with some visuals, okay? Okay, so for example, let's try to generate a video, okay, based on this textbook. For example, I choose which visuals we will choose. Okay, well, let it be watercolor. And I can also generate a video. For example, generate a video, okay, based on the page 9 from the source. Okay, well, I don't really remember what is going on the page number 9. I just want to show you. Yeah, and it's gonna be an explainer. So, and yeah, now it immediately started generating. So a little bit later, we will take a look what it has generated. Another wonderful function is reports. So here you can generate reports based on your sources, okay? Again, you can use a chat. When you want to set the task, you can use a chat, so you can just ask to generate reports or video overview or a podcast, and it will generate it. But I prefer to use these very buttons because I believe they work a little bit more accurately. Yeah, and by the way, based on the textbook I uploaded, it generated common workplace rules. Yeah, like dress codes, technology, internet usage, impacts of work, workplace rules, etc. Yeah. Okay, so reports function, yeah. You can create your own reports when you set what kind of format you want to, yeah. Or there are also some formats introduced by Notebook LM. Briefing talk, just overview of your sources featuring key insights and quotes. Study guide, short answer, quiz, suggested essay, questions and glossary or key terms, or blog post. Yeah. Besides, as you see, it has come up with some suggested formats, and I think it does it based on the sources you upload because they are somehow always different. Yeah. So, for example, now Notebook LM suggested me to generate a corporate competency framework market trend assessment. Yeah, actually, it has nothing to do with the file I uploaded. So probably it does it. It suggests just randomly. I usually use this function report for summaries. Yeah, if I need some summaries, if I have very long material I need to get acquainted with, and I can use report to give me a summary and create a report based on this huge material I need to read. So it really saves time. Quiz. This is one of my favorite functions, which I use all the time. You can upload for example, one unit or one page of the textbook, or you can even upload, a screenshot of your whiteboard, right? Or a photo of your whiteboard and generate a quiz based on this material. You can choose number of questions. There are standard one, if I'm not mistaken, standard one, I think it consists of something like 20, 30, or maybe it depends on the topic. Okay. Anyway, you can also choose fewer or more. Yeah, if you need a lot of questions. But if I'm not mistaken, it usually generates, what I do, it usually generates a lot of questions. So I just stick to standard function, standard button. You can also choose a level of difficulty. Yeah, depending on what level of your students you teach, you can choose easy or medium or hard. And here you should mention the topic, how many questions you want to generate, and maybe mention the page you want to generate the quiz based on, right? Etc. Then you just click generate. Data table. Well, honestly, I never generate tables because somehow I probably just don't need them in my job. But still, based on the resources you uploaded, you can generate a data table. So here you just describe the data, the table that you want to create, maybe a table with the major findings in some research papers. Yeah, you see, Notebook LM is a wonderful AI research tool. That's why we very often use it for some research papers or very long and sophisticated materials, right? So, for example, it can generate a data report, a data table based on the research you want to study. And yeah, but I personally don't use this function. So if you need it, this is wonderful because it will meet your needs. Slide deck feature. You see now it has this beta sign. Honestly, just because the results it's generating is still not perfect, so that's why they just are trying to play safe and they write beta here. So with Notebook LM, you can generate a presentation, slide deck here, and you can customize it. It can be detailed deck, like comprehensive deck with the full text and details, or just present a slides, clean visual slides with key talking points to support while you speak. I usually generate detailed deck, but it depends on what exactly you need. Here again, you choose a language, links, short or default. I prefer default, and describe the slide deck that you want to create. Yeah, you have here an example. So just try to copy the description. Yeah, just adjust it to your needs, and that's it. Yeah. Mind map. Honestly, this is one of my favorite functions, I guess, that I'm using. Mind map. And if you upload a textbook, it will generate a mind map of your textbook. Yeah, you cannot customize it. You just click mind map and it will generate a mind map based on all the sources that you uploaded here. That's why if you need to generate a mind map for one specific resource, I highly recommend that you create another notebook, okay, with only one source, because if there are some multiple sources here, it will use all the information from the sources for this mind map. And while it's generating, let's look at flashcards. This is a wonderful function. It will generate wonderful flashcards. I will show them a little bit later. There is a different number of cards. I always use standards because anyway, even a standard, it generates a lot of flashcards. They're very similar to Quizlet, if you know this tool, right? I use it quite a lot. Again, you can choose a level of difficulty and describe what your flashcards should be about. And the last one is infographic. Yeah, again, beta because they're playing it safe and probably the quality is not the best one. But to be honest, when I generate infographic for my needs, I usually generate something to visualize grammar, for example. Present simple visualization, right? And usually does a job perfectly. You can choose orientation, landscape, portrait, square, visual style, again, level of detail. I usually use standard one, yeah, and describes infographics that you want to create. So this is everything that Notebook LM can generate. Besides everything you generated, you can share with your students. Yeah. For example, you can just add their email and share it with them, or you can simply generate your notebook. I mean, all the notebook. Okay. So everything you see right now. You can also copy the link. Of course, you need to first of all make it public and or choose anyone with a link. Yeah, so then you copy the link and send it to the person you want to share your notebook with. Okay. And also there are some settings, but this is mostly to send feedback. You can choose your language here, some information about licenses and device, and that's it. Yeah, you can also choose a mode like lights mode, dark mode, but no, I prefer lights mode. Okay, so let's see what mind map it generated. Yeah. So, okay. So as I see, I have not the full book here. That's why it generated only like unit 1, 2, 3, 4 and key learning components. And I really love it because just look at that. Yeah, I click, for example, the first unit is called first class, right? And now it's created, let's say, different topics of the first unit, right? It divided the first unit into several categories like speaking. I can click speaking, and there are some self-introductions, common questions, or storytelling. Yeah. The same with vocabulary, talking about people or language, and hyperglots. I want to learn more about talking about people. And now it automatically generates some key information from my textbook about talking about people, right? So this is a wonderful tool that you can use for self-learning. And unfortunately, it's still generating video. Yes, this is the longest probably feature it is generating. So we will take a look later. So this is Notebook LM, and this is how it looks. And now let's see how we can use it to improve our students' language and to enhance our lessons.